I'm getting sick and tired of you pranking me about this booger in my nose. I hate this type
Excuse
of joke.
me?
That's an American
Babe,
thing.
I'm gonna
That is not a Trinidad thing, and that is not my type of humor.
I don't know where you come from.
Keep your hands to
The
yourself.
environment I come from, we keep our hands to ourselves.
Facts.
So I can do this?
Check her.
So what I'm
Nope.
gonna tell you is,
Can't do that either.
stop.
Oh,
You
she's
don't tell me to
crazy.
rap. Keep your hands to yourself and watch your tone. Because I can literally pull over right now and you'll be taking an Uber for the rest of the ride home.
Yeah, set your boundaries.
Hey.
Now
That's
I'm going to give you a
disrespectful.
serious hit.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Pull over.
About to get off right here.
There you go.
Yeah.
Bilal, you have to be a madman to stop on this side of the road like this.
Yeah, this is the highway.
Just because I give you a little tap.
Yeah.
She's still doing it.
You thought I was joking.
She called him a madman because he's pulling over to the side of the road because he will not tolerate the disrespect. Meanwhile, she's a mad woman because she hit the brother not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 different times. And 3 times after he asked her to stop. Shout out to this brother right here. You passed her shit test with absolute flying colors. Gents, understand this. Never allow a woman to put her hands on you. She's testing you on how far she can disrespect you. I don't care if it's playful, in jest. I don't give a shit. Never allow it. You check her immediately. And at the point that you check her, if she chooses to continue to do it, then she doesn't respect you. And sometimes that level of the respect has nothing to do with you. She's just a disrespectful person. And maybe because she's got pretty privilege, right? That men have allowed her to get away with that disrespect previously. But you hold her accountable, you stick to your guns, and you follow through on your word. How dare you fold up your arms like a little pestilent child or a toddler for your bad behavior? Never let them shame you into allowing disrespect. Remember that.
By now, I'm pretty sure we've all seen the 97% of women will be sexually assaulted in their lifetime videos. Whether that statistic is true or not, we will disregard for the purpose of this video. Let's assume it's true. When men say not all men are, I don't think they're trying to disregard the issue that is clearly at hand. I think men just don't want to be classified as who are genuinely good men. Nor
Right.
should we be classifying all men as or most men as or enough men as. We need to be standing with men against not against men
Right.
because of. We're creating division right now. This is ridiculous. We need to stand together, not tear ourselves apart.
Shout out to these ladies. And here's the thing. Not most women believe this shit. It's a certain subset of women that scream the loudest. But the loudest have to have criticism placed up against them. Okay. I know a big thing that was going on a couple of years ago was this R culture thing, as if to denote that there's a culture of R that's going on, as if not to say that no one agrees with R. No one agrees with R-ing people. No one agrees with that shit. It's not a culture of men are just like, yeah, it's high-fiving and slapping each other. Like, oh yeah, we're all gonna go out in R tonight because it's a part of our culture. That's not a thing. That just doesn't exist. No one agrees with that shit that happens. If it does occur, that person should be thrown up under the jail, right? If proven in a court of law, if that person doesn't agree and she does think that this happened or he thinks that this does happen, they should be thrown up under the jail if found guilty. But it's not a culture that puts it on a pedestal as if it exists here. Now, there's places in the world where it is a part of their culture.
Let me guess. Your ex pays you child support. Here's the thing. My video was about equality, and you're saying that men and women should be equally responsible for their child, right? And pay equally. Except that's not how it works, and that's what I'm talking about.
Child support isn't for the man/woman, it's for the child. I agree with that. Both parents are responsible to equally provide unless one parent is absent. I agree with that as well. But I think where she's going is that that's not what actually happens in real life. But let's keep going.
I'm talking about the fact that men get screwed over in family court due to higher child support amounts because the mom claims, and I say claims, and you're a realtor, you should know, commission, you know. They claim they don't make as much money so that his child support amount goes up. So she claims to make $2,000 a month. He makes $5,000 a month for real, you know, because he doesn't lie. And the child support office goes, well, let's put those two incomes, and since he makes more than she does, he can pay more. That's not equal.
Yeah.
How is that fair?
Yeah.
Why is it dad's responsibility to pay her more simply because she doesn't make as much money as he does?
Guys, I got a friend in my life that I wanted to bring on, and I think he's down to come. It's just it's gotta be some time from the divorce that he's currently going through. And he talks about this exact same shit. And he calls me, he's a grown ass man. I mean, he's got adult sons and adult daughters. And he calls me and he watches my channel, I think, to get some reprieve, but then also he calls me and we have these discussions, and man, he talks about this exact thing, how unfair he is being treated. How simply unjust and unfair he is being treated in these family court systems, and he can't do anything but just call people and complain about it because the judge don't want to hear him. His wife is being ultra vindictive right now, right? Claiming that she makes a certain amount of money, and making decisions to place herself in an unwell position so that he can be paying more money, like choosing to live with certain people and then claiming that she did. Meanwhile, she's a six-figure earner. Yeah, it's some real sick, twisted shit. The discrepancy of what they are paying for almost adult children that she could take care of her goddamn self is absolutely ridiculous because of what she is claiming. The thing is like so often I get so many detractors on the channel that talk about, you know, what's your issue with marriage? And I don't have an issue with it. I just want men to critically think about their decision to sign name on dotted line before they actually do. Because it's really not being scared of marriage, it's being scared of divorce. And to know that it can happen, you know, within my life and people around me, to upstanding members of the society who, you know, led with these blue pill ideals, but really didn't understand what they were getting themselves into. For all my young G's out there that are currently in the marriage process, get a prenup, get a prenup, get a prenup, please. Sign a departure agreement before you actually sign on the dotted line, okay? Protect yourselves. Let's keep going.
And let's flip the script a little bit. Say they have 50-50 custody. He has the child for 2 weeks of the month. She has the child for 2 weeks of the month. What happens then? Do you think child support should be zero? No, unfortunately, that's not the case. If she, again, claims that she doesn't make as much money as he does, he's still forced to pay that fucking bitch money.
Yeah.
Why? He's still incurring the same expenses as she is for 2 weeks of the month of the child. But it's only because she doesn't make as much money that he does. So he has to pay her. Let's keep talking about equality, huh?
Go! There you go.
David, come on. You get yours? Your shoulders. I got you. No, you're not. No, you're not. I got you. I got you. I got you. Mental. Jaden. Mental. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Mental.
Look at him.
Mental. Yo, check.
There.
Got it. Yo, mental. My leg, Jaden. Damn. I got Jaden. Damn, I got you. Jaden.
Within just 10 seconds, this video demonstrates perfectly why fathers are needed in the lives of children. While a mother will care, nurture, and love, a father will teach you how to overcome adversity and to thrive in the society. Things like perseverance, accepting your L, and then coming back bigger, better, faster, stronger is instilled into a young boy or a man by his father, while at the same time that father instills within a young girl protection and thereby enabling a safe environment and therefore femininity. So to all the fathers out there, keep y'all heads up, kings. You're far more needed in a society than what mainstream media will give y'all credit for.
The audacity of men will always blow my mind. Like, legitimately, me and my boyfriend went to church and we sit down and immediately there's a girl beside us. He puts his arm around her and they kiss. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Clearly I make a scene and I'm like, hell no. You're literally cheating on me right in front of my face. If we're talking about building a future together, how are you gonna cheat on me right in front of my face? And he was like, well, obviously I'm just telling you what you wanna hear so you stick around. Like, I don't know. So as I'm crying and trying to understand what is going on, she gives me her phone. I'm trying to like call my parents. And then I wake up and this man is sleeping right beside me peacefully. Are you actually kidding? I just went through a full crisis in my sleep and you're just laying there like it didn't even happen? Okay. So yeah, it was a dream, but I was like, you have to be extra nice to me today because I can't handle this emotional turmoil.
Put a one down into the chat if you've ever been in some form of the doghouse because of what happened in a woman's dream. It's happened to me before. And in fact, I've gotten penalized before based on my astrological sign. What concepts in mass do men believe in that are wholly irrational? Can we talk about that real quick? Because there's so many dream books. What do you think is the audience of dream books? 99.9% women. Who do you think is the audience for astrology? 99.9% women, and nobody checks them. It's just like society just wants to continue to coddle them to remain children, to remain adolescents.
At all. So how he found out my OnlyFans is completely surprising to me. The word will always end up being passed around to anyone and everyone, and I did not want any of that being leaked into my workplace. It is what it is, you know, it's just the nature of the beast when you're online. I actually dreaded just about every time I opened up my OnlyFans. I just would see all these messages like, are you DTF, sending like pics. Actually, I see messages from like this from men on Instagram and just other places, and I've never been the type to entertain it. And so the thing is with OnlyFans is that you kind of have to entertain it because they're paying.
Being surprised that you're receiving eggplant pics is like being surprised that you have to close your eyes to go to sleep. I'm starting to think that these chicks are just acting dumb on purpose.
Stop it. Get some help.
Guys, listen to me. If your public image is on the internet, whether you consider yourself a private person or a public figure, what you do on the internet is ripe for game at these corporate establishments. I had to deal with it too when I was back in corporate America. I had women haters contacting the HR department saying that I was saying things that I actually never said. But HR actually investigated it and told me that I was good. Now, if I had an OnlyFans and they can see my eggplant meat up on the internet, it would have been a much different conversation.
Where's she at? She out here somewhere. Right here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Where'd she go? Oh man, get off the seat. You lost your seat no more. You lost your seat, baby. Hey, lost your seat, baby. I'm Mario, baby.
Why even get on stage if you're gonna play hard to get? Fellas, listen to me. If you treat them like a celebrity, then they're gonna treat you like a fan. But ladies, listen, if the man is valuable and not a simp, then he's gonna replace you quicker than Goku's instant transmission.
He cold.
In hilarious I told you so news, guys, listen to me. Your favorite artists, your favorite entertainers, they're all liars. Don't believe them. So I was recently scrolling across my Instagram and came across this lovely gem by Young Miami of City Girls, Popularity, and Fame, where in it she writes, "I'm ready to be in a relationship and love again. This was my last summer being outside." After she told y'all to put on a blonde wig and act bad, performing the most death-defying grift and bait and switch that I've ever seen in my entire life. But for you see, modern woman, when she told you to act bad, she didn't also tell you that there's gonna be consequences for your behavior. For example, this is the same city girl that confessed to being Diddy's private toilet during her act bad period.
She a sick bitch. Who wants some piss on it? Who wants some grown man piss on it? Well, that grown nigga been drinking Hennessy, Capri Sun juices and all kinds. Man, that piss go stink.
The consequence here is good luck finding any man to respect you after confessing to having another man release his bladder all over you. Surely you can understand that that is an image, especially Diddy. That's an image that no man can just readily erase. But anyway, this tweet was followed up by another tweet from a city girl. She was responding to Ben Clinton saying, "Give me the cash, F a wedding ring, no." JT World then replied, "Not me wanting a wedding ring now." City girls really do grow up. Oh, I get it. You convince and influence an entire generation of women to not be of marriage material and got filthy rich doing it, while these young impressionable women are idealizing this boss bee, twerk it, summer, red hair, independent, don't need no man, hang my ass out of car and twerk when I'm 95. Body count doesn't matter, only a weak, insecure man would care about my 300 bodies. And then you bait and switch the dumbass modern woman of today. And, you know, my business hat wants to applaud you, I'll be honest with you. But the part of me that thinks about what if I have a daughter one day admonishes you. I'm just so confused that appropriating the tried and true method of feminism and sexual liberation will continue to work on the modern woman today, hook, line, and sinker every single time. The content that they produce and proliferate across media is so impactful that it is now weird for these young women to be a 21-year-old virgin.
How am I 23 and I still have not had my first kiss? Like it's so horrifying. When I was like 22, 21, I was like, haha, it's kind of cute, kind of quirky. Like, not really, but kind of. Like, I could play it off. Now it's getting scary. Like, I don't see it changing anytime soon. And like, I just keep getting older. Now it's gonna be so weird because I'm gonna be so old and I'm gonna have to tell somebody like, yeah, I've never done this before. Like, I'm so humiliated. Like, I didn't even have a first kiss in like middle school when everybody has one, and it's like the awkward, weird relationship where you're dating them for like a day. I never even did that. I don't know, I'm really starting to feel like something's wrong with me. Like, I don't know why I am the way I am, but it's not good.
I think it says a lot about the culture and the state of the modern woman today when they feel weird and awkward for not busting their thought pockets wide open for the entire multiverse to see. It's almost like we live in a world of extremes where you have either the side of the coin of the superheads and the Brittany Renners and the young Miamis and the JTs prior to hitting the wall. And on the other side of the coin, you have like the Lolo Joneses, who's like a 40-something-year-old virgin crying over TikTok as she takes IVF, and as well as TikTok virgins.
Panda, 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 panda. I got broads in Atlanta. Oh, light the way, sir.
Yeah, that was her glizzy slurp noise. Holy moly.
Panda, 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 panda. I got broads in Atlanta. Thank you for the weights, can be big and strong. Panda, panda, panda. I got broads in Atlanta. Thank you for the galaxy, a whole new world. Origami, you must be swift as a coursing river, mysterious as the dark side of the moon. Yeehaw! Thank you for the flowers. Panda, panda, panda. I got broads in Atlanta.
Y'all not even good at this shit. Y'all laughing a mill, y'all AI robot. What is wrong with y'all? If you gonna do it, at least be good at it, mama. But while it appears that some of these NPCs are having a lot of fun with their content, there are some out there that are absolutely sick and tired of doing it.
Spicy. Thunderbolts are scary. Don't throw the football at me. Look, okay, calm the f down. Calm down, okay? Okay? A bit hot, okay? A bit hot, okay? You see me sweating? And you just gonna keep doing this? Like, I'm trying, I'm trying. I only been at this for 1 day. Okay, I ain't no pro. A bitch is not a pro. Let's start over.
She crazy as hell.
Let's start over. Don't throw the football at me. I can't. Okay, y'all starting already. Brothers.
Y'all were throwing too many glizzies at her, and the glizzy receiver that she is was over encumbered by the heavy weight of all of the glizzies, and she couldn't handle it anymore.
Marriageable Men or your Instagram?
Marriageable Man. My boyfriend already, for him, I'm going to delete my Instagram soon, actually, because I see Instagram as just a dating app.
Whoa. Based.
Answer.
Based, okay. And was that something that you arrived at on your own, or was it kind of...
because I mean, again, if you're a certain level of attraction, even for girls, even if you're unattractive, you're still gonna get guys in your DM. It doesn't matter, because we can get a guy easier than a guy can get a girl. And so for me, I want to make him feel like he's the only man, and that comes with making him feel like he has a certain level of status. So I'll gladly delete my Instagram.
I don't think I've ever heard a girl say that on this show.
First off, she's absolutely capping. There's no way that she came to that conclusion without the help of content available on this side of the internet. But hey, yo, listen, mama, finally, a chick that understands how men think and isn't a slave to the short-term gratification of validation and the dopamine hits derived from that validation via social media. It's crazy how often nowadays modern women will use dating apps and Instagram, which is also a dating app, as a form of therapy, as if the validation that they receive from dudes DMing them or dudes liking their pics is going to fix the hole within themselves. The hub in video games to men is like dating apps and Tinder for women. They all involve short-term gratification and dopamine hits that produce little to no outcomes, positive outcomes in reality.
100 miles left until you reach your destination.
Why do you have... The bro in the back seat is the bro that we all need in our life.
Like, you're making it worse. All you've done is fuel the fire. You're lucky that we even invited you on this trip, and you're just making it worse.
You're driving my car.
I need you to give me the benefit of the doubt.
Oh, God.
Get away from me.
There was nothing.
Get away from me. Oh, my God. Get away from me. I want to
All right, this is obviously fake, but still entertaining nonetheless. Let's proceed.
go. I want to drink a motherfucking pina colada.
You're annoying, dude. Like,
I think you need to just take a breather real quick, both of you, because you're ruining this fucking trip.
Nick, you're the only person I want to be with.
Okay, that's bullshit, because then why are you on Tinder?
You know what?
Look.
It's for friendship. I don't have many friends.
Friendship.
I just get lonely.
It's for friendship. It's more like for dick shit.
Word. Although this is scripted, this is what men today are having to deal with. Being in a relationship with a guy, but then also active on Instagram, prioritizing, sending photos to the gram, as opposed to being an active participator in the relationship.
I wonder in society where we go with these weird relationship dynamics that we have now. We have created a society that likes things. Young women want older men with things. They're not seemingly so concerned with attractiveness anymore. They're more concerned with having a lifestyle that somebody that is older can provide for them. On that same token, men want younger women. I think it's a problem.
Call me weird. If a female gets with an older guy because she doesn't like games, she wants to be taken care of, she wants somebody that's kind of already been through the partying phase, and she just wants to settle down and be taken care of and have babies, I think that's a smart girl.
Here's to me the rule of thumb for women. If you were rich on your own and you didn't need the lifestyle, would you still be with that person?
That would be a good rule. And if the answer is no, well then, like I said, she's smart, first of all, because she got to do what she got to do. But if she has her own money, well then clearly she doesn't need to be with anybody.
What the brother was saying isn't new. I mean, since the beginning of time, men have been the producers while women have been the reproducers. It's in modern times today that has changed, but this specific woman, who's Tommy Lauren, is combating this because she is in fact who he is talking about. She is an older woman with money. So because she can't change Father Time, she will instead ridicule younger women's decisions to be with older men, or ridicule older men's decisions to be with younger women. It's a part of their mating strategy, along with not instructing or telling younger women the things that they should be able to do in order to become more marriageable, even after they've experienced men for a much longer amount of time. Stephen A. Smith goes on about the challenges of marriage in this country and tells a story about his good friend who pays $12,000 a month in alimony, even though he and his ex-wife had no kids. That's not child support, that's adult support.
He's one of my boys. He knows who he is. I ain't gonna say his name. He was married. They never had any kids. He wasn't feeling the relationship anymore. Neither was she. The divorce wasn't even contested. And the courts ordered him to pay $12,000 per month. That ain't child support. That's adult support. That's wife support. $12,000 a month? He wasn't even making $1 million a year. $12,000 a month? Just because y'all ain't together no more? She had a job. Why you had to pay $12,000 a month?
The modern man today is in a conundrum because we understand the facts regarding two-parent households. And although marriage is not required for a two-parent household, it does put security in place, most so for the woman in that relationship. And we all know that feminine women operate their best when they are the most secure that they can feel. But at the same junction, the marriage laws are against men. At the utmost least, if you decide to get married, get an ironclad prenup signed by two different lawyers, a lawyer for yourself and a lawyer for her. Otherwise, you'll be at the mercy of a government who doesn't give a shit about you, who considers you to be cannon fodder.
My mental health since I've started this has just slowly been on such a decline. I feel a little bit dead inside. I feel completely desensitized. Not
She started in OnlyFans.
to sound funny, but I really don't feel any type of desire or attraction to men in general anymore. Just know that if you are a person who's ever been interested in doing this, there really are so many downsides. At this point, and I'm willing to admit this now, there's no amount of money that you can give me right now to make me feel giving myself away in certain aspects, even if they're just a few photos or whatever online. It almost isn't worth it anymore. And while I did have such a strong start and it was so much fun in the beginning, after getting burnt out, I started to just feel really differently about the types of messages that I was getting. Seriously, if I had any type of ability to share the things that people have said, just how disgusting they are. And also when I get curious and nosy sometimes, I'll go look at their profile and they have a whole girlfriend or a whole wife, and sometimes even disgustingly enough they have kids. It makes me feel so conflicted with doing this. When I really sit down to think about what the purpose of all this is, it's really just to visually please a bunch of men.
Yeah, you're an S work, ma'am. You are working to get men off. That's your job. How are you just figuring this out now after you put all of your insides all over the internet?
I've been sort of exploring the idea of maybe just having my content be focused on, things that I'm actually interested in, which ultimately is not pleasing men in any way, shape, or form. Y'all can keep your money at this point.
Y'all can keep your money at this point. It's so hilarious how she's made herself the victim in her own choices. Somehow in all of this, guys are evil. Y'all can just keep all of your money now? This ain't post-nut clarity. This is post-slut clarity. Condemning the men that have purchased a digital good from you while self-victimizing yourself in your last feeble attempt to not hold yourself accountable. I'm truly impressed that you found a way to make men responsible for the bad decisions that you've made in your life. Bravo. And she's at a Planet Fitness too. Yo, how you have the lunk alarm for men that are grunting, but you don't have the lunk alarm for TikTokers wanting to go viral? I hate when people walk right in front of the camera when they clearly see you recording. Almost did him like Will did Rock. Ma'am, if you put hands on this man and he's the type without the ability to control or restrain himself, that'll probably be the worst day of your life. To me, he walked right in front of the camera, not to be seen, but to get over to the other side of the machine to finish his exercises. But for him trying to do this, you insinuate violence on him in your comment?
I have a fear of elevators.
Wow. No way.
Nope, 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 nope,
Nope, I'm not riding the elevator.
That's crazy.
The elevator dropped down when I stepped in it. I can't do the elevator.
Someone please tell me how that wheelchair is stronger than that elevator. You see, guys, you can't have a country of excess without having body shaming. Because see, the body shaming would actually even situations like this out. Because a country of excess is how you can get 600-pound women. Body shaming would be the proactive antidote for that, as opposed to the reactive taxes that I spend to help fix this BS.